Welcome to my easy to follow NVivo how-to videos. In this video, I'm going to show you how to format focus group transcript for assigning demographic attributes to participants. Here is normally what happens. On my screen here, you can see that usually you get some transcription where, for instance, Alice, and there is a colon, and then whatever happens, and the next person there is a colon. So you go through the whole of the transcript. That could be about 20 pages of a focus group. Now, for us to be able to get the software to know that Alice is a female who lives in the northwest of England with other characteristics, we need to be able to use Microsoft Word heading styles. And heading style can only work if we have Alice on a separate line, like what I've done here, and then the message is at the bottom of it on a separate line, separate chunk, and the format of the text will be in the normal font, but the Alice ought to be in a heading style. So Microsoft Word tool can allow us to isolate Alice, but not until we get to James. Everything that is said between Alice and James belongs to Alice, and then that would allow us to be able to say Alice spoke so many times and Alice is a female. So for us to be able to achieve this, I'm going to show you how we do it. So in this example, I've got a transcript called Focus Group Interview 1. If I open that transcript, you can see Emilia, and then whatever Emilia said, Alice colon. So that is the scenario which I'm trying to resolve. So to do so, we need to click to edit it. We're just going to introduce heading styles, and because we are working with a document, we have the document menu tab wide open, so we can choose between these heading styles. We need to just conform to one heading style for all the speakers. You notice that in the document already heading style 1 has been selected or chosen for the questions, so we can only choose the next available heading style, which is heading style 2. So that's how we're going to do it. So I'm just going to walk you through how we split the speaker Emilia and put it in heading style 2 from what Emilia said for all the speakers. In this document, we have 4 speakers: James, Peter, Alice, and Emilia. So we have to do one at a time. So follow me, if you will. I'll come up into the menu and then click on Find and Select. So by dropping down the menu, I get to use the Replace. So in the Replace box right here, I will type in Alice colon, and then in the Replace, I will type in Alice. Now this accent in the P is nothing more than the carriage return. So if I delete it, I can use the special and bring the paragraph mark. So that is going to allow Alice to stand on its own, and then everything else will be separated. But when Alice stands on her own, I want to put Alice in a style which is heading style 2. So with all done, I can click on Replace All, and then the software will notify me that Alex spoke 5 times in the interview. Okay, if I move this cursor here, you will notice that this is Alice 1, Alice 2. We can go through it, but the document is long, so let's just move on to the next speaker. I can delete everything. This time I'm going to go for James. And it's James colon, as you know. And I can get rid of all of this and put James but I do not want any column like I did to Alice. So I want the carriage return to separate James from that, and then put the heading to James as I did it before. So I'm just going to go through it. James also spoke 5 times, so I can repeat it very quickly and then go on, delete just the name and move on to Peter. So that also becomes Peter, and I put the carriage return back on, or the paragraph break back on. Also spoke 4 times, so I can go in and then do Emilia with a column, Emilia with no column but the paragraph mark. Okay, so I'll do that. Yeah, she spoke 3 times. I think I'm done, but let me slide this on the other side and see if I am done. Hopefully I'm done. Just squeeze it a little bit more. Let me see if there is anybody left to be done. I think everybody is done. Peter is done. Emilia is done. Hang on, have I lost? Nope, that's it. That's fine. They are all done. So this is how you format it, and I can now close it. Now, I have already done a video. Once the formatting is done, how do you then introduce these individuals back onto the document? You can watch that video, but I can also carry on and do this one. So this is going to be slightly longer video. Right, so the document is here. I don't even have to have it open. It is just right there. And I can then go into auto code. So I will click on auto code, and I want to auto code them based on the paragraph style. And then I will go for next, and I need the heading too, because that is what the heading I use to split. And there is already a folder, existing folder, that I want to add these new persons on, which is called cases, and then I can finish it. So that job is done. And if I were to go into the cases, I will go down the navigation menu and look at the cases, and you will see that those that are already here are here, but the ones which I've just brought in, they are here. I made one mistake which I can go in and clean it up, but for the interest of time, I just want to bring Emilia, Alice, Peter. These are the 3 which are brought yet. I can then put them to the same classification table by just right mouse clicking, and in the classification I will go for participant demographics, so they can also have this mistake. I'll come back later and look at it. So now if I were to go back into the classification or the case classification and double click it, you notice that those that I have brought in, which is Alice, is not assigned, and I can add them onto the database that way. So watch the video on how to actually connect cases to demographic attributes, and you will know. So Alice is a female, and basically this is how you do it. You do this. It can be very difficult if you didn't know that you could do it this way. So I've shown you how to do this fabulous, tools of splitting the data first and putting headings on, and then making it available so you can add it to your classification sheets. I hope this has been useful. Thank you for watching.